There's absolutely no way, right? There's no way we're going an entire year without Pokemon news. But that's what the recent Pokemon Go data mine seems to suggest. Of course, we're getting a Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day, but if we're going off of this, it means nothing else until Pokemon Day. We got screwed over at Worlds, and we have precedent in the past that Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, that was announced in January. Pokemon X and Y, the first global release of a main series Pokemon game, that was announced in early January as well. But now, we're past the first week, or at least any announcements, attention trainers, in 2 days, tomorrow, Pokemon Presents, get ready for new Pokemon news. No. And then with this, it's like, oh, Pokemon Presents 2025. That'd be really crazy if history repeated, and then they accidentally leaked the January Pokemon Presents early, but this is for the Pokemon Day Go Tour. Is that it? Is there a small chance? Because I can't just 100% stamp it and be like, okay, nothing is happening confirmed until Pokemon Day. Because maybe we can still get something before then, but it really looks like Pokemon Company is saving everything for Pokemon Day. They don't have any Legends ZA trailer. They don't have anything else going on. And that's it. Also, now we got the weirdos, the Generation 5 weirdos. You got your remake. That's the Blueberry Academy. There's your black and white remakes right there. We're going into Legends ZA. Also, how does ZA and then a Generation 5 remake or whatever makes sense? And that goes back to this where we have, Johto champion shenanigans for the last Pokemon Present. So yeah, it just lines up that we're going to get regional events for Pokemon Go, and that means absolutely nothing for the upcoming announcement. But it seems like we have nothing until the upcoming announcement. Also, for people that actually follow and play Pokemon Go, this is the event for Pokemon Go that's been focusing on specific regions, and they've been doing it. Tour per region since 2021. Just so happens that Unova is next. So yeah, Generation 5, Gen Winers, always mentally ill. But after that, what else is going on with the dropping of the ball from the Pokemon Company? And just like with Pokemon Quest 2, China is getting the better version of Pokemon Unite, but the data mine leaks are looking crazy because Pokemon Unite Auto Chess is this going to be Chinese only version? It seems that way because of what happened with Pokemon Quest. We just never got Pokemon Quest 2, even though all they have to do is just translate it. And then they won't even do that, even though that will be profitable and make millions of dollars. I don't see Auto Chess being successful in the West, especially with how dead Pokemon Unite is. But even then, the amount that they're getting and the amount that they support it is crazy. Also makes sense because, yeah, Tencent owning League of Legends and then doing the development work and needing, to have a Chinese company represent you if you want to have your product or IP sold or represented in China. Do we deserve any of it? Probably not, because Western gamers just don't play games or support games like we see in Asia, especially mobile and gacha mechanics and stuff. So we don't fund it, so we're not worth developing for. And as tragic as that is for people that want to play and enjoy the games, I can see that as being fair, even though it doesn't make sense for Pokemon Quest 2. Pokemon Quest 2 would be profitable and print. But yeah, it's been way too many Pokemon Unite China data mine leaks to cover. If you want to see all of them, just go check out El Chico EV and then scroll forever and be like, wait, this has been going on for months and they just have all the cool stuff? Okay. And even though I checked on this a few days ago, has the Pokemon Company updated anything? No, we're still celebrating New Year's on January 8th. Everything is still Pokemon Horizons, which I guess makes sense. A new season, February 7th. Is that it? Is the Pokemon Company just kind of coasting? Because normally I put the blame on Pokemon Company International for just being corrupt and everything wrong with modern social media marketing where there's no heart, it's just empty memes, but Zoomers and idiots eat it up. So it's yeah, just completely out of touch and not doing anything for it. But at the same time, a Pokemon Presents, you need the developers to be there to represent. Game Freak, Pokemon Company Japan, where have they been? But I've also been very critical of the Pokemon Company International for covering up all the cheating that happens inside of VGC, and it seems like they're actually hiding it from the Pokemon Company Japan and Game Freak, proven by the 2023 Worlds. That's because if they ban their poster boy Wolfie VGC, who was a confirmed cheater, then everything looks bad. And hopefully people get fired. So you gotta keep covering it up. You gotta keep being corrupt and making all these stupid posts that do absolutely nothing for Pokemon. So Pokemon's been dead in the West because there's no organic engagement with Pokemon. That's because of the community being toxic. And then we're just not getting anything from Game Freak because they kicked out Masuda. They've gone woke as well over in Japan somehow, and they're doing all the weird decisions, but also kind of like keeping it together a little bit. We're like, oh, but we have Pokemon Legends ZA on the Japanese side. They're about business. They're about at least like representing Pokemon instead of the bullshit garbage that we see from Pokemon North America. They don't care about representing the games, the franchise. They just are pushing for the anime no one cares about and then not doing anything to get people interested in Pokemon. At least Japan tries. They got multiple outlets for that. My hope and fear is that the Pokemon Company International also has, like, influence over Game Freak and what the Pokemon Company Japan is doing. So all, like, the identity politics that are ruining Pokemon in the West, they're also kind of, like, seeding into Japan stuff. Like, oh, no, don't give us trailers, you know, keep all development secret. That works better out here, trust us, even though it's a complete lie. But everything is just so detached and wrong. And it's worse than I remember. Like, bro, an entire Pokemon Presents that gives us a new game that allegedly everyone wants. Only 2 million views. We were getting throwaway Pokemon Sun and Moon trailers that were just getting way more than that every other week. How has no one between, like, Pokemon Company Japan, Game Freak, or Pokemon Company International realized, like, oh, all the marketing has been wrong since 2016? Maybe 2017, because, like, Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, it didn't feel like we got a lot, but it actually did everything better since. And wait a second, it was only a 12-minute Pokemon Presents? Like, a lot of it was Pokemon TCG Pocket. Really cool. Developers dropped the ball there by just making it completely unbalanced. Also, we had to, like, wait a bit, because then we got a little bit more at Worlds, and then it came out just a few months ago. It's, like, not, like, going back to Pokemon Presents doesn't even give hope. It's just more nothing. And it's also, like, the default stuff. Yeah, Pokemon Unite, Cafe Remix, Pokemon Masters, new mobile game, and then see you. Also, this isn't cool at all. Like, I guess, oh, the unknown, they're still kind of like derpy and hard to move around and organize, so they can't spell things. Their entire job is spelling things. So all you did was confuse children for no reason and then short-circuit the brains of millennials that can automatically figure out the unknown alphabet. But we got the question mark. Oh, one more thing at the end, guys. And then that's it. Like, no gameplay, bro. The game's coming out this year, and there's still no gameplay. A year of announcement with nothing to show for it. I mean, even with the Pokemon Legends Arceus reveal, that footage was rough and, like, immediately doomed the game. But nothing. And then you'd also, like, want some consumer confidence, right? Because Pokemon Legends Arceus, we're selling main series Pokemon game for a long time. So you're making a sequel to garbage, and you have even less to show for it, and then less hype to build around it. Like, you can't just all in, oh, people want Kalos remakes, and then not give us a proper Kalos remake. Z version would be a million times better than this, and we don't even get to explore Kalos again on the Switch, and we're just stuck inside Lumio City, and there's nothing we can do about it. And we already kind of saw the dual remake thing of a Legends version, but then the main series of that didn't work with Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl. You were just better off making the ultimate Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl of, like, wild area Sinnoh in a modern context. So, yeah, what do we say? It's, like, small chance, 5% chance that we maybe get a trailer next week or the week after or something. I don't even see why they would go through the effort making trailer in, like, any point in February. So we have 2 months until something happens with Pokemon, unless, like, Nintendo Direct with a Nintendo Switch 2 leaks, and it is going to be, like, the first game on the Nintendo Switch 2. But outside of that, like, wow. How? This is, like, an impossible level of incompetence, but then you realize League of Legends spent $250 million on Arcane and got no new player acquisition, and has done shit for their game to kind of back it up. Like, it's weird. League of Legends has a success with Arcane, then goes, we're gonna all in on Valorant and our other new IPs. You know, they just, like, League of Legends still has so much potential, but they just went, I mean, we can't get that spark again. Can't imagine why. It's not because we're bad developers or anything. We're just gonna make new things and have people jump on it, and then we're just gonna keep cycling people over that way instead of enforcing what we already have. So it's like, wow, DEI incompetence. Incredible. Even for Japanese companies now, that's tragic. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.